What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel today. Today we're going to do a new format and kind of walk you all through one of our recent case studies that came out with one of our properties that we sold back in the May time frame of 2022, and just kind of share just beginning to the end through the entire deal, just how everything went from how I found the deal through the underwriting up front, the financing we put in place, the actual execution, and then on the back end with the sale, and just kind of walk you all through the lessons learned as well too. Because every house you're gonna learn something new, and so that's what it's all about. So make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe button if you like this, and then actually comment below if you've done a flip this year. I would love to hear some feedback on lessons learned that you picked away. That you took away from your flip that you done, or just in general with 2022. How's 2022 been for you with the market shift? And just comment below. But with no further ado, let's get rolling into this case study today. Operation Swift Tortoise. All right, Operation Swift Tortoise case study. Let's get rolling into this one. You can kind of see the before and after picture. We spruced it up a little bit, painted the shutters, the trim around the outside, got the new roof on there, and yeah, made it look nice. And we didn't really clean up the landscaping a whole lot. Didn't really have to. And we got this one going. So how do we find the deal? From you all that follow my channel all the time, I talk about, one of the best strategies that we have with getting MLS deals is working directly with listing agents. And this one was no different. Found this one on Zillow as soon as it came out. I engaged with the listing agent and found out how the family was making decisions. Come to find out it was a probate property. The mom had passed away. There was some damage from Hurricane Michael with the storm, had been remediated, taken care of, no issues there, but it had been vacant. And so it worked out pretty well where we actually could come in over list price. I felt comfortable after understanding the condition of the property, and then making an offer sight unseen. And then just on, because the thing with it, you have the ability to have a due diligence clause in there where if you see something crazy, you can get out of the contract, get your earnest money back. And so I got my contract over there same day, walked it, took pictures, sent the pictures to me because I'm 14 hours away in Northern Virginia. We're down in Panama City with this property. And when I looked at it, I knew my price per square foot, $185. I said, hey, if we can get in for $45,000 on the remodel work, it's only 1,400 square feet, then I know we could sell it for probably about $260. And so with the 70% rule, I said, okay, if I can sell this property for $260, what's 70% of that? $182,000. And now I just need to subtract out my renovation, $45K, and the max I could pay, the max allowable offer for this property was $137. So I split the difference, came in $133, $375. The family accepted because I had the agent that was representing me saying, hey, I think this is a good deal. He's gonna close fast. We're gonna close in 3 weeks. We actually had to close a little bit longer because they needed more time to get personal items out of the house. And that's the thing. We close fast or slow. It all depends on how motivated the owner is to get the deal done. And with this one, we had to wait for the courts. And so it didn't take that long. We still was able to get it done within a month with the closing. So moving into the due diligence, we came in with the remodel. Thought it was gonna be about 40K. New sheetrock installation, new floors, water heater, new roof, appliances, countertops, all these things that you need to make a house look new again, bring them up to 2022 standards with the light fixtures, replace all the old plugs out, re-epoxy the tub. We love the steel tubs. We don't really, the iron tubs, excuse me, that we usually just epoxy those and put new flooring in. And we actually paint that tile as well too, the pink tile, versus going in and have to replace all of that. And yeah, and it should be about a 45-day project is what we assume going in to the project. On the financing for this deal, we ended up using a hard money loan at $157,000. So they put $24,000 for the renovation in the loan as well too. We ended up going a little bit over that, which is fine. But they 100% financed it. We got into this deal and we only paid $5,258 at closing. So 10% interest rate, zero down, and you'll see that we pretty much 10x our closing costs that we put down. We pretty much 10x that in less than 3 months with this project. And the business plan was going to be a fix and flip. So we closed on it the 2nd of March for the purchase price, $133K. We ended up putting about $34,000 in it, so we came a little bit under the budget. and we had it listed early May, 275. We got a cash offer at 273, and yeah, paid out closing costs, paid my agent 3%, paid their agent I think 2.5%, and got it closing. $57,000 profit in less than 90 days. That's not bad at all for us the time frame. But you know these things. We're going through and moving into your market, moving with speed. And that's the thing. Your first lesson learned: speed is still your friend. Being able to move, make decisions quickly that it's gonna pay off, whereas that you can get a deal locked up before someone else can. You gotta know your market. Hey, I knew $185 a square foot in this neighborhood all day, and so I did my math, and I knew what the max I could come in at, and I came a little bit over list price, whereas that I could make sure that I could go ahead and get the property tied up and get it under contract and move with speed. And then the next one, don't be afraid to pay over list price. That goes right into that with knowing your market. My max allowed offer was going to be around 137, so I could offer less than that and still make sure I was being competitive and over their list price. And so I was fine with paying a little bit more because I knew that what I had on my hand, that I could make $57,000 profit in less than 90 days. And so and also know the contractors break things. One thing that came up with that we ended up replacing the air condition after we went under contract, because we had to blow insulation in. It was a little less insulation that needed to be in there from the home inspection. So we went in and actually blowed insulation. When my contractors went in, they actually nicked the coil that comes in with the Freon to the unit inside, and all the Freon leaked out. And they couldn't go in and weld the coil because they had all the new insulation in the attic. And so they were going to have to run a whole new line inside. And so it just, for the cost with that, it was made sense because the unit was a little older to just go ahead and replace it. And so we did that. You know, they were paying cash. We were closing a couple weeks, and it made sense to just go ahead and give them a new unit and get the deal done. And so contractors bring things. So make sure that they're covered from that. This one, you know, my guys, they're solid. I work with one crew on all my deals in Panama City, and I just kind of chopped it up to that. You know, stuff happens doing all this. You know, this is the first time they really did something like this in 3 years. So it's kind of the cost of business. But I would love to hear feedback from you all on just lessons learned that you picked up in 2022 with your business, doing fixing flips, or on rentals as well too. And yeah, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one.